Hello everyone. This is a video covering the topic of technology and the IELTS Speaking Part 1 style questions. They cover a wide range of subtopics related to technology and can help you prepare for the IELTS Speaking Part 1 test. Learn how to enrich your IELTS Speaking Part 1 responses by seamlessly integrating idioms, particularly when talking about technology. Then you need to develop your own example sentences, practice, and record yourself speaking. Let's dive in.
If you find value in today's video, please subscribe. And for more videos like this, please leave a like. This channel is the home of IELTS guides for tips about how to achieve higher IELTS scores. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Why are idioms important? Using idioms correctly in the IELTS speaking test can increase your score by demonstrating your proficiency, cultural understanding, and ability to speak naturally. The Speaking Band 9 descriptor for lexical resource reads, sustained use of accurate idiomatic language. It also highlights, topic development is fully coherent and appropriately extended. You can download these descriptors from the website listed. You'll see a link in the description of the video. What are English idioms? These are words that together have a meaning that is different from the dictionary definitions of individual words. For example, flying under the radar means to go unnoticed, usually for a long period of time. The phrase emerged from military situations where aircraft would fly at low altitudes to avoid radar detection. A person can fly under the radar intentionally to remain unnoticed or undetected.
Yes, that's the tricky part, but I've learned to keep under the radar.
I've been under the radar for 20 minutes now, and that's far too long.
And if there's one thing I've learned, when you orchestrate, coordinate, and otherwise mess with fate, it's best to fly under the radar.
Let's divide the topic technology into 4 subtopics. We'll select daily life, future, impact, and devices. As you learned in earlier videos, we search for vocabulary to answer IELTS Speaking Point 1 questions related to these subtopics for the technology. We use idioms to enhance our scores, as well as transitional words and phrases, highlighted in red to create powerful links between ideas. Let's now analyze some answers to sample questions can help you prepare for the IELTS Speaking Part 1 test. Question: what recent technology do you use for everyday life?
Well, I believe that smart home technology is really ahead of the curve in terms of convenience and efficiency. By automating tasks and allowing for remote control of appliances, it's not just a futuristic concept anymore, but a practical reality enhancing daily life. Moreover, the seamless integration with mobile devices makes it a perfect example of technology adapting to our needs, rather than the other way around.
The idiom ahead of the curve means to be more advanced than the competition or to be at the forefront of new developments. The suggested answer meets the examiner's expectation for a Band 9 idiomatic criteria because it uses the idiom naturally and appropriately to describe the advanced state of smart home technology. Contrast is offered with the combination of not just, then but. The use of transitional phrases like moreover provides a smooth flow and coherence to the response. The answer is well developed, containing a clear opinion, relevant examples, and an outcome, showcasing the speaker's ability to discuss complex subjects fluently and with a good range of vocabulary.
We were ahead of the curve because we understood that it gets harder every day to trust people in this world.
For once, we're way ahead of the curve.
Which latest technology will most impact the way we work and communicate?
Well, I'd say that the latest smartphones are truly on the cutting edge, significantly altering our work and communication habits. They've revolutionized not just the speed, but also the mobility with which we can conduct business and stay in touch. Furthermore, these devices have bridged global distances, making international collaboration almost as straightforward as a local interaction.
The idiom cutting edge denotes the most advanced level of development in technology. This answer meets the examiner's expectation for Band 9 idiomatic criteria by seamlessly incorporating the idiom to highlight the progressive features of modern smartphones. The response is constructed with a clear beginning, comprehensive elaboration, and a strong concluding statement, reflecting the candidate's proficiency in organizing and articulating thoughts. Additionally, the use of transition words like significantly, not just, but also, and furthermore provides a cohesive flow to the answer. This demonstrates an effective use of language, showing the candidate's capability to discuss the transformative effects of technology with clarity and coherence.
This stuff is cutting edge. It's a binary liquid.
I guess I'm not as cutting edge as I imagined myself.
2 generations of cutting-edge journalists intertwining our passions for media.
Question: how do modern technological tools help you in your daily tasks?
Well, to be honest, the latest project management software we use at work has turned our team into a well-oiled machine. Not only has it streamlined our workflow, but it also ensures that every task is tracked and managed with precision. Moreover, this technology has drastically reduced the time we spend on administrative tasks, allowing us to focus more on creative aspects.
The idiom well-oiled machine refers to something that operates smoothly and efficiently. This answer aligns with the examiner's expectations for Band 9 idiomatic criteria by adeptly incorporating the idiom to describe the high efficiency of modern project management tools. The answer progresses from an initial personal reflection to a detailed explanation and concludes with a benefit, showcasing the candidate's ability to construct a well-structured response. Transitional phrases such as not only, but also, and moreover are effectively used to connect the sentences and enhance coherence. The use of this idiom, along with the structured response, reflects the candidate's proficient use of language, meeting the extended answer development criteria for a high band score.
This place is a well-oiled machine, my friend.
My point is, we have systems in this house. We work together like a well-oiled machine.
How do you react to technical difficulties with your devices?
Well, I must admit, when my computer crashes unexpectedly, I almost blow a fuse. It's not just the interruption, but the potential loss of unsaved work that really gets to me. However, I've learned to keep my cool and troubleshoot the issue methodically, which often leads to a quick resolution.
The idiom blow a fuse metaphorically means to lose one's temper, usually due to frustration. This answer is exemplary for a Band 9 score as it seamlessly integrates the idiom to convey the speaker's frustration with technical problems. The answer starts with a personal admission, leads to the rationale behind the emotion, and ends with a constructive resolution, showcasing the candidate's ability to articulate their thoughts in a structured manner. The linking phrases not just, but also, and however connect the ideas coherently. By clearly explaining the situation, the reaction, and the subsequent action taken, the candidate demonstrates the depth of answer development expected in a high-scoring IELTS response. The use of the idiom and linking words enriches the answer, meeting the idiomatic and coherence criteria for Band 9.
I'm gonna blow a fuse if I don't get a latte stat.
What piece of technology has disappointed you?
Well, I vividly recall when 3D televisions were all the rage. Everyone thought they'd be the next big thing. But as it turned out, they were just a flash in the pan, weren't they? Despite the initial excitement, they quickly fell out of favor due to the inconvenience of wearing glasses and the lack of content.
Whether or not he'll be a lasting fixture on the Bay Area's culinary scene or just another flash in the pan, only time will tell.
Ouch. This life is a flash in the pan.
What new technology were you excited about?
Well, I'm not usually one to just follow the crowd, but I must admit, when smartwatches first became a hit, I decided to jump on the bandwagon. I was drawn in by how everyone seemed to be sensing their schedules and tracking their health with just a flick of the wrist. Ultimately, it's been a game changer for staying organized and motivated for fitness.
The idiom jump on the bandwagon means to start doing something because it is fashionable or profitable, and many other people are doing it. This answer aligns with the expectations for a Band 9 idiomatic response by smoothly incorporating the idiom to describe the speaker's experience with adopting a popular technology. The response showcases the ability to articulate a personal example, reflect on the influence of societal trends, and evaluate the personal benefits, which exemplifies extended answer development. The transitional phrases I must admit and ultimately, along with the linking phrase I was drawn in by, connect the sentences and show contrast and conclusion.
We get the media involved. See if we get a few more lobbyists to jump on the bandwagon.
Well, you and I have to do some damage control before they jump on the bandwagon.
What new technology did you learn by yourself?
Well, there was a time when our 8 manager was away, and I had to hold the fort with our company's server maintenance. Despite not being a tech expert, I managed to troubleshoot some minor issues and kept our systems running smoothly until their return. Honestly, it was quite the crash course in it for me, and I gained a new respect for the intricacies of technology.
The idiom hold the fort refers to taking responsibility for something or someone in someone else's absence. This answer successfully fulfills the Band 9 idiomatic criteria by incorporating the idiom into a context that requires taking charge, indicative of a high level of communicative competence. It demonstrates an extended answer development by providing a personal narrative, reflecting on the challenge faced, and concluding with the personal growth experienced. The use of linking phrases such as despite not being, honestly, and until their return, cohesively binds the sentences, ensuring clarity and enhancing the flow of ideas.
Don't worry, I'll hold the fort here.
What's the gist of it?
They want us to hold the fort.
All right, son. It's all yours now. Hold the fort.
And there you have it. Integrating idioms into your IELTS Speaking Part 1 responses can add color and depth to your answers. Remember, the key is understanding their meanings and using them appropriately. Keep practicing. Any questions? Leave in the comments for this video below. Thank you for watching. If you have questions or need clarification on applying these techniques, especially regarding the IELTS criteria, leave your questions below. I'm here to support your journey to IELTS success.